Hello again! In this video, I'm going to show you how to program your scanner. So, let's go.
Alright, so the first thing that you're going to want to do is download the BC125 software to your computer. That's this site right here. And then you're going to want to download this zip file here and install it on your computer. Then you're going to want to go to radioreference.com, which is this site right here, or liveatc.net, which is this site right here. Now, you also, just as a side note here, note that LiveATC will work on your phone if you don't have a scanner. It's not the best, but it'll work. You're going to want to find the airport you want and then determine what frequencies you want. So let's go back to radioreference.com. And in the case of big airports, like Sky Harbor, you'll see that there's tons of frequencies. There's these, and there's all of these. So which ones do I want? Well, generally, you're going to want either the tower frequencies, which are these first two right here, or this is sometimes also referred to the Common Traffic Avoidance Frequency, or CTAF. Now, what you don't need is the ATIS. That's this frequency right here. And as you can see, that stands for Automatic Terminal Information Service. So that's basically an automated system that broadcasts things to the pilots like weather. We don't need that. You also probably don't need ground, which are these three frequencies right here, unless you really want it. As the name implies, these are the frequencies that the pilots use when they're on the ground before they take off. You also probably don't need clearance and delivery, which is this frequency right here. So what is this one? This frequency is the pilots that use at busy airports before contacting ground prior to taxi. Again, probably don't need it. So once we figured out what frequencies we want, in this case, the first two tower frequencies, north and south, and then the final approach frequencies, north and south. Once we figured those out, we're going to want to open our BC125AT software, which is right here, and then we're going to want to type in the name of the frequency and the actual frequency itself. So we could type in whatever we want here. So let's just type in Phoenix North Tower. And then we go over here to frequency, and we're going to type that in, and that's 118.7. And then we hit enter, and then we can go to the next one. So we're going to say Phoenix space South Tower. And then, again, same thing. We can type in, that's 120.9. And then we can obviously keep going until we have all the frequencies that we want. Now, what I like to do is I like to program each airport to a separate bank. That way, I don't have to worry about reprogramming my scanner every single time I go to a different airport. So let me show you what I mean by that. So here's what mine looks like. Let's minimize that. Here's what mine looks like. So here, bank 1, I've got assigned to Phoenix. And then bank 2, I've got assigned to Gateway. And bank 3, I've got assigned to Luke. Again, this is so that way I don't have to keep reprogramming my scanner. Now, there's two other things that I like to do. The first thing is that I like to shut off close call, and I like to shut off weather. So to shut off close call, you want to click on this tab here that says close call, and then I want to make sure that that's set to off. Now, what that's going to do is that's going to make it to where my scanner won't pick up any other frequencies that are in range of my scanner. There's nothing more annoying than all of a sudden your scanner picking up a close call frequency and then you miss something on the frequency that you were listening to. So we want to keep that off. Now, the next thing that we're going to want to shut off is weather. So to do that, we're going to want to go to miscellaneous, and we want to make sure weather alert priority is set to off. All right. Now, once we've got everything how we want it, we can click on save, and we can save that file, whatever name we want. Then we want to plug our scanner into our computer with the USB cable and then turn it on. Then we want to click on right here, which is write to scanner. And then the screen on your scanner should say remote mode keypad lock while it's writing the frequencies to your scanner. This shouldn't take very long. And then once it's done, you'll get a message on your computer that says successfully written to scanner. And then you can unplug your scanner.
Alright, so to move through the frequencies that I've programmed, I want to make sure that that bank is active by looking at the bottom of the screen of my scanner. The screen is always going to say what bank it's on, and the active bank is going to flash. So in this case, I'll show you. So here we go. So here you can see that bank 3 is active, bank 3 scan, and then the little number 3 down there is flashing. Now, if I want to scan through the channels that I've programmed to that bank, all I want to do is I want to hit hold, and then as you can see, I can just turn this little dial, and it's going to change the frequencies that I've programmed. Now, if I want to change banks, all I would do is I would get back into scan mode, so I'm going to hit scan, and then I can switch on bank 2, which is gateway, so I'm going to hit 2, and then I want to switch off bank 3, so I'm going to hit 3. Now, you can see here again, bank 2 is the active bank, bank 2 scan, and the little number 2 down there is flashing. So same thing with Luke. All I have to do is I have to hit hold to get into those frequencies, and then I can just turn this little dial to go through the frequencies that I programmed in that bank. Now, in general, you only want to have one bank programmed at a time. Now, and that's because sometimes if I have 2 programmed banks active, my scanner will sometimes switch to the other bank when I don't want it to. So let's say, for example, I'm at Sky Harbor and I have Sky Harbor and Gateway both on. Sometimes my scanner can pick up Gateway depending on how good the weather is that day or whatever. So that's again why you really only want to have one bank at a time programmed. Now, if you don't have anything programmed in that bank, you can keep it on. That's fine. All right. So in our next video, we're going to get finally into Photoshop basics and how to edit. So please stay tuned.